Hello and welcome, my name is Chris from Pixel Splash Website Design and you're watching our video tutorial series on how to edit basic content in your WordPress site. Now in this video tutorial we're going to look at how you can change the settings, the global settings for your site, so the really big kind of changes for the overall display and layout of your site. And you just need to be careful when you're working in this space because the settings that you make can drastically alter the visual display of your site, again, as I just said. And so if you're not confident in this way, probably best to steer clear of this part and let your design take over. But if you want to have a little play and you are feeling confident, then there's some cool things that you can change in this section. Now, basically the global settings for your site are available in the Untitled Child section here in your dashboard. So you go down to your dashboard and click Untitled Child and it will take you to this page. Now I'm not going to go through every single one of these little things that you can change because there's so much you can change. I'm just going to go really quickly over the brief, kind of the big picture parts, okay? So one of the big things is your home page. The page that when you type in that URL of example.com.au, what's the first page that appears? Well, you can set that here and you can choose from any page that you've created and set it to the home page. Doesn't have to be called home. We can make the media page our home page or the services page, and you do that there. As well as here, you can select which page will display your blog. Now, this is the themes way of displaying your blog. Your website designer may have set up another way for your website to set up the blog. So if you're not confident with that, don't mess with that. If it's already pre-selected, then that means that's what the website designer has set up. Again, I probably wouldn't do that. You can change the logo of your site. Really simple and easy. So the logo appears generally in the top left hand corner or in the middle. It depends again what's set up for the website, but that will change your logo and you can simply upload a new picture. Favicon is this little thing up here that every single website page should have. You can change that there. There's not much else on here on this section that you need to know about. The general layout will drastically change to your site. So it's going to things like, do you want your website to be the stretched layout? Do you want the width to be 100% of the screen, or do you want it to be a boxed layout? And if it's a boxed layout, well then what dimensions do you want? Or if it's a fixed layout, what dimensions do you want? Where do you want the logo? Do you want it to be at the top of the page? Do you want it to be on the side of the page? All these type of things are available in general layout. And you're given a little graphical display here of what, again, see there, what will happen if you change these things here. General styling is the general styling of your website. So you can see here for most content sections it's white, the menu here is black. These are the various sections of your site. So your logo area is up the top, that's this area up here. So if we change the font colors, the font color is currently set to gray, which is this kind of color here, or is it set to white? The primary color is set to white. And so if we change that to pink, there we go, pink, and we click Save Changes, then those item menus will be pink. The same settings are available for the main content, for the alternative content, for the footer, for the socket, for the fonts in general. You can change the type of font for the website, the size of the font, lots of things you can change in this section. So you need to be really careful that you don't change it, make it look horrible. Advanced styling is advanced, so you can select individual elements that you want to change and then apply rules to them down here. Your header, so again this is this section here up the top, that's your header, and so you can choose whether you want the logo on the left or you want the logo in the center and the logo will appear there and the menu below it. You can change lots of different things. You can change if you want separators between each of these things, each of these menu items here. You can change the header style, you can have breadcrumbs, the size, the behavior of the header. You can make it sticky so that when you go down the page, this will actually follow the page down with you. At the moment it's not sticky yet, it's actually up the top. You can change lots of different things. You can have a play around here. You can add social icons, you can change the transparency, lots of things in there. Sidebar settings, all pretty self-explanatory. If you have a sidebar on your site, on this page we don't have a sidebar, so I don't worry about it. Footer, again we've talked about this in the footer video, so view that video if you want to look at the footer stuff. Blog layout, again these are all pretty self-explanatory. They're just basically settings that you can tweak for the various sections of your site. You can add social profiles if you have that set up. And then probably newsletter and demo import and export don't worry about, but theme updates is another important one here where you can update your theme and add APIs to those themes if you want to update them. And that's basically it. That's how you can set global changes to your website in the Unfold child theme, which is the theme that most of our websites are developed on.